Welcome to Collecting Chaos. It's time for Tuesday's Treasures. And I got quite a stack for you today. So let's just get it on it. And we'll kick off the one that's on the thumbnail. I won't keep you waiting. These are recent additions to my collection. Hanna-Barbera Super TV Heroes number 7. It's from October of 1969. Walt Disney's Mickey Mouse from November of 1968. Walt Disney Mickey Mouse from May of 1969. Walt Disney's Uncle Scrooge from May of 1967. And if you wonder how I know just by looking at it, because, you know, obviously there's a May here, but how do I know what year it was? There's no year written on there. Well, actually it says copyright 1967 down at the bottom. But I'm just looking at these codes where it says 705. That's 1967, the 5th month. And that's how I do that. Donald Duck. And this is from September of 1966. Woody Woodpecker from July of 1965. The Beagle Boys, and this is from August of 1967. Bugs Bunny, the Mysterious Buckaroo, and this is March 1965. Now there's something else that I go by. First thing I do is I look at the price, because the price is going to tell you a lot. It's going to tell you if it was printed before or after 1968. In this case, 12 cents, it was printed before 1968. If it said 15 cents, it would be after 1968. And if it said 20 cents, you know that it was printed after 1970. So these numbers would be even different. This is from January 1964, Donald Duck, the Kangaroo Kid. There's a Tom and Jerry, and I can't even read it because it's blue on blue. April 1966. Oh, look, it says it right there. I never thought to look at the back. Bugs Bunny. And that would be June of 1966. This one could use a clean, but I'm not going to be cleaning it. November 1964, Huckleberry Hound. Number 26. Mighty Mouse is here to save the day in January of 1965. Yeah, see, they don't know how to read it, because they were going based on this, 1964 down here. And the comic came out in 1964, because comics generally come out anywhere from 2 to 4 months before the cover date. So they had put it down as 1964 on the back, but in reality it's January 1965 is the cover date. Walt Disney's Phantom Blot. This is from April 1965. From July of 1966, another Phantom Blot. Another TV superheroes. This one is from July of 1968. Number 2. How about that? The Jetsons from July of 1969. Now you see, the 15-cent price tag, I automatically knew it was printed after 1968. And then I go by here and it says 9/07, so that's July 1969. Scamp. Again. 15 cents. But this one is a little different. See, this is October 1971. Because 15 cents, 71, and the date is the code is 110. Well, if it was from 1961, it would be 10 cents. Look on the back, and it's saying 1959. So I don't think these people know what they're talking about. There's no way that's 1959. Number 1, it's too small to be 1969 or 1959. Scamp, number 6. Yeah, they're going by copyright date 1959, 1958. But this is printed later. This is from 1971. It says right here, 71-R7, Scamp number 6, 71-7. There's a lot of different things you have to look at when dealing with Gold Key comics. I should do a video just on Gold Keys someday, and how to tell the dates and when it was published and all that neat stuff. Maybe one day I will, if people want it. Hanna-Barbera Magilla Gorilla from July of 1966. For the most part, they've got them right, but there's a few of them where, it gets tricky on a few of them. From March of 1966, Walt Disney's Comics and Stories. From February 1965, The Little Monsters. Number 2. This is from November of 1965, and it's Walt Disney's Comics and Stories. June 1969, Walt Disney's Comics and Stories. Donald Duck from 1965, the March issue. It has some tape on it. That's not good. Number 100. It's got a spine roll. I don't like spine rolls. I'm going to have to work on that comic. November 1964, Bugs Bunny. The Jetsons, July of 1968. Number 27. Here's another Jetson. This one is from April of 1969. Again, it's got tape on the bottom of it. I have to take that off. I'll be working on a few of these. Most of these were in really nice shape. A few of them weren't. That's okay. I'm not arguing with the price at all. The price I paid for them was excellent. How much, you ask? I'm not going to say. This is from March 1965. Number 14. The Two Magpies, Heckle and Jekyll. I used to love watching Heckle and Jekyll cartoons. from August of 1963. That might be the oldest one I've got. We don't know yet. February 1969. Walt Disney's Comics and Stories. It's got a stain there. Little Monsters, March of 1960, or no, might be March of 1973. It's saying 67, but there's no way that's 1967. I believe this is a reprint. Little Monsters, number 20, December 1972. So yeah, it's 1973. The cover date is actually March 1973. The publication date was 1972, December 1972. February 1967. Another Walt Disney's Comics and Stories, March of 1965. Got a little boo-boo down here, but that's okay. They're hard to find in really nice shape, so I don't complain too much. Walt Disney's Comics and Stories, June of 1966, and somebody tried to erase a pencil mark. The pencil was dated, the date was penciled in, and somebody took an eraser to it, and that's a darn shame because they screwed up the comic. If the date had been on there without that eraser mark, it would have been a really nice copy. Instead, it's a mediocre copy. Walt Disney's Comics and Stories, March of 1967. Walt Disney's Comics and Stories, February 1967. And Walt Disney's Comics and Stories, February 1966. Like I said, I'm really happy with the condition on these. They look really good. I'm impressed. And that's all that I've got for my treasures for today. I actually got a couple other comics, but I'm not going to bother showing them because they pale in comparison to these, even though they're hard to find and not easy to get. So I do want to show you what I'm going to work on Thursday. Or I'm going to show what I worked. I'll work on it before Thursday, but on the video for Thursday, the cleaning video, I'm going to work on this. I have 2 copies of this. This is a little bit messed up. Not a big deal, but it's got some tape. I want to remove the tape, and I want to remove the spine roll. And you can watch me do it. Look at these pages. They're nice and white. Creamy white. I mean, just, this is a really nice copy. It's a shame it's got that spine roll and this tape on the 2 staples. I hope there's no tape on the inside. No, there's not. So I think the staples are attached, so I should just be able to remove that tape. And yeah, that's what I'm going to work on Friday, or for Thursday's video. And then I'll put it up for sale. Fun. This is from 1950. If you believe the current way of counting, it's golden age. I consider it atomic age, or pre-code. That's just me. Make sure, before you handle your comics, wash your hands. It's good for your comics. More importantly, it's good for your health. And we will see you, you know what? I'll be on later today. I'm going to have an auction. I don't know if it's on my channel or not. I forgot if I'm doing it on my channel or if Ryzen Pix is going to do it on his. Yeah. Doesn't matter. I'm going to be on an auction at some point today. On somebody's channel at some point today. I will be on an auction. And we will see you later on. So make sure you have a wonderful day. Bye.